Now, the Old Testament books are divided into 4 sections. The Torah, or Pentateuch, that means 5 books. The historical books, the prophets, and the writings, or wisdom literature. We'll get into all that later. The New Testament also has 4 sections. The Gospels, which tell the story of Jesus. The Acts of the Apostles, which talks about the early days of the church and Paul's missionary trips. The letters, or epistles, that's a fancy word that means, letters. And the Revelation to John, the really wild book at the back that talks about the end of the world. Any questions?
I've got a question. Why do they call them testaments? Do they give you fresh breath? Because I licked one and it didn't work.
No, they don't call them testaments. They call them testaments. Can you clue us in, Pastor Paul?
The word testament comes from the Latin word testamentum, meaning oath or covenant. A covenant and an oath are promises, so the word testament means promise.
Thanks, Pastor Paul. So the Bible is split up into 2 sections. One section is called the Old Promise, and the second section is called the New Promise. You know what a promise is, don't ya? It's when you make a commitment, when you say you're gonna do something, no matter what.
So who's making these big promises in the Bible, and what are they promising?